Hey, this is RBS, and we're going with the second part of grinding the BF-110B for tokens at the tail end of beta. This game, we're on El Haluf, and I'm checking out the enemy just to make sure, okay, who do I have a firepower advantage on, who do I have an airspeed advantage on, who don't I? I assume everyone can outturn me. You can also see whether or not those planes are upgraded fully or no, who has bombs or not, just by the variations. For example, when I clicked on another BF-110B, you could see that he had an airspeed advantage over me because he did not have bombs equipped. So the strategy for this game is going to be relatively similar. We're going to climb at the beginning of the game to get an altitude advantage, but we're not going to climb that high because the easiest kills will be low to the deck at the beginning of the game, and I love free kills. So we're going to head near ground targets. We're doing this because that's where the easy kills tend to be. We're also doing this because that's where your teammates are going, and you generally want to travel as a group. So we have two people streaking pretty low to the ground right now. Carrier fighters sadly attacking ground targets. And see, one easy kill down. They fly in very straight lines. And since you have the altitude advantage, it's very easy to keep the angle on them and stay on their tail. Now, you'll notice that I steer away from that ground target because I notice a teammate going towards it. If he had already dropped a bomb, it would land before my bomb. Even if he hadn't already dropped it, when he released it, it would be closer and would explode first. So I'm going to, if we look at the minimap, I'm going to drop my ordnance on a couple of ground targets, and I'm already planning my next move. And it's definitely going to be avoiding the enemy base. I don't want to fly over anti-aircraft fire. You see me get hit by it right now. So I'm climbing because I'm preparing to engage with other enemies, and you want to engage from above. Now I'm going to immediately break this rule because he's ignoring me. And this is a great spot to be in where you're about 500 meters away. That means because of your distance, they can't turn so quickly from you. So I take this plane from 90% to 5%, and you'll see when he flies by, notice that I don't immediately turn to him. I'm not trying to play a turning game. I actually want distance between me and him. And so you want to be 500-ish meters away, and it makes it pretty trivial to finish him off, even with my terrible shooting there. Alright, so the game is still pretty about even. We have a slight lead in ground targets killed, but that's not going to be enough to win the game. I need to actually kill some targets. And notice that when that target just passed me by, I switched on to a new one. Again, you don't really want to be turning a whole lot in this plane. Turning is a very high cost maneuver in a heavy fighter, and you want to turn as little as possible. Now I have a very good situation. I'm above several targets, and it doesn't matter how damaged the target is. That shouldn't play too much into your thinking. You want to see what target you have the best shot, and this target that I'm shooting now, or at least trying to shoot, he is flying low to the deck. He had no energy, he had no airspeed, and that's going to make for a very easy kill. So you can see that someone is shooting me, and it must be the BF-110B with the rate my hit points are going down so incredibly quickly. I try to climb, and then I immediately just say, you know what, I have to go to the deck, and my teammates have to kill him, because there's really nothing I can do to shake that guy. I pitch up because I want to be useful, and I take down BF-110B and hit points pretty quickly, but then I immediately want to get back down to the deck. The reason why is because I know that the guy will still be following me. I'm not planning to shake him, I'm trying to live. You'll notice that I'm boosting here because I want to live as long as possible, and I want to drag him down to the deck. Look at the mini map and you can see that my teammate is already on his tail. I'm dragging my enemy below my teammates so they can kill him. That's how I'm helping the team. And I actually die here, but with 4 air targets killed and 2 ground targets That's a pretty good contribution to the battle, and we actually did go on to win that game. Hope you learned something, and happy hunting.